Hey guys, we're back again. It's breaking news in literally at 11:17 p.m. According to Daily Mail, it's breaking right now. United have been put off the market. So Qatar basically is can't buy them. That's breaking news just right now. But yeah, I mean, it's just breaking news. We're back again. We're cooking right now. But before we begin, how are you doing today, Farah? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, and it's fair to say that the Glazers made my camera finally work properly, and I was almost asleep. And then breaking news, yeah, I mean, when are they gonna stop damage one of the greatest clubs in football history? It is disgusting, and I knew, and we've said this plenty of times, they will not be selling Manchester United this summer. We've made plenty of live stream, plenty of videos. We even said last night, I cannot believe that a club like Manchester United, a rich club that is shopping in Aldi and Lidl, and the Glazers are laughing at every Manchester United fan, which is disgusting. You guys need to do something. Me, as a neutral fan, is disgusting. Man United fans needs to do something.
I'm enjoying it. Well, I mean, I'm enjoying this. But look, it's now before I begin, Qatar, please buy Liverpool. Like, it could support. I think Qatar will buy Liverpool if this deal doesn't go through. I think we're gonna get Qatar, or they're gonna try and get us. But let's go to the comments before we begin. Yep, see Glazers out. Now Glazers in. Come on, let's put Glazers in. Come on, Fred, let's Glazers in. Vamos, Glazers. Well, we're back, man. I mean, we're not stopping. I know it's late, but we're not stopping. We are not stopping. Uh, Yep, big up. Yeah, that's me. Qatar, please, by Liverpool, man, please. I've had enough of FSG. Yep, we got Stovic in the house. Big up, WSG. Right, yep, we're back again, man. Okay, but let's go to the breaking news that broke just today, just now. Um, United will be taken off the market by the Glazers family after bidders failed to reach their asking price in a huge blow to furious fans as they hold it for £10 billion for the club. So the Glazers being stingy. For what's his thoughts on this? Are they being stingy again? Glazers being stingy?
I just
I
don't know
mean,
what to say anymore. I've said already in the first 2 minutes of this stream, it's disgusting what they're doing. I mean, this you as a Liverpool fan, this might be good news for you that Qatar might come for Liverpool, and I mean it's just disgusting. I don't know what these guys are thinking. Clearly, they don't give a shit about Man United, but they're still holding the club back, which the club's gone through a lot of shit. Last time I went to Old Trafford, trust me, it was disgusting. Outside the stadium, you could tell how old is Old Trafford. And yeah, I mean, in the last what 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, what Man United has won one League Cup, right?
yep, one League Cup. That's it.
And we was talking about maybe going back to 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Man United was just dominated. Man United was up there, in terms of like even domestic. Man United was dominating English football. We don't see that anymore. All we're seeing is Man United going backwards. Man United they're just holding Man United back, and I think, look, I don't know. There's Man United. I think Man United will be in big trouble if these guys does not sell the club, because they will just keep holding Man United back. They
Yep,
just don't give a fuck. That's it.
yep. I have to agree. I mean, this is no from. I'll be looking from a neutral perspective because I love this stuff. Perspective wise, look, like clubs like I'm including my team as well because FSG as well don't give a f about the club like the Glazers. So look, if you're a United fan right now, you're probably fuming because I think you know what Glazers have done, and this is actually a good smart move. They've 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 done the fans here. They've actually tricked the fans into believing they're for sale when the whole time, let's be honest, they weren't for sale. They weren't. They were, but they weren't, and they actually tricked the fan base into believing they're actually for sale. But at the same time, they weren't for sale. United weren't actually going to sell the whole time. And I think there's truth to the story. I think there's a bit of truth as well because I don't think this is the Glazers' plan. This is the whole Glazers' plan not to sell. And what's odd as well, it's an international break now. Doing it now is the best scenario because there's going to be no protests at the moment because there's no game at the moment. So it's smart from Glazers, and that's the Glazers and FSG just know how to trick the fans.
Yeah, I mean, they just know what they're doing. They're too clever. They're playing with everyone, every Manchester United fan mind.
Mm.
They're just playing with them. They know what they're doing. Do you know, this is something that I don't really like talking about. It's like my club's going through a lot of shit problems. I don't like to talk about these kind of things. Like my club hasn't got money, who my club's gonna sign, what. I mean, I don't like to talk about these kind of things, but which I'm not into it much. I don't. Who knows who the fuck is Glazers? I mean, but look, it's just horrible seeing what they're doing to one of the great, like I said, one of the greatest clubs of all time. Like which they've got a massive fan base. I mean, a club that history as well, massive.
Yep, I have to agree. I
But
mean, yeah, personally, that's facts. I mean, I'm gonna lie. I mean, our future coming out, Ferrari buying United with rock money. I mean, whoa, brothers, hella rich. Yeah, I mean, Ferrari is rich. I mean, let's be honest. But speaking of for protests, they won't give a f about the protests. According to Daily Mail, sources with long-standing close ties to Glazer's family, the Glazers are thick-skinned and won't be influenced by any negative fan reactions. What is your thoughts on this, man? Because they don't give a
I
f about
mean,
them.
they don't care. Whatever Man United fans gonna go and do it, they can put a million signs around Manchester, around Old Trafford. They will just sit down in their 100 million sofa, turning the telly on, having a wine, a nice stack away, and laugh at every Man United fan that puts a sign out, wants them out. That's what is gonna happen. They
Yep,
absolutely don't care. They just don't care.
that's
All
fair.
Man United fans can do is stop going to the stadium, stop buying season tickets, stop feeding the club with a lot of money. Stop buying shirts and stuff. Just stop. If that's the only way we'll stop the Glazers and we'll make the Glazers sell the club.
I agree, personally. But big ups to it coming on. I have to go see. Well, it is late to be fair, so I understand. But we're still streaming. So, but let's go through more because he actually posted more about this Qatar. So this is what the Glades are holding up for. Apparently, they're holding for £10 billion of this part with United, which honestly it's a fair amount. But look, this is actually madness. They expect Ten Hag to do a big. No, I hate Ten Hag, right? I don't like Ten Hag, but this is big pressure. Glazers hope Ten Hag can deliver major silvers at United over the next 2 seasons, which will boost the sale of the price. So they basically outsmarted everyone because they expect Ten Hag to win trophies. So does this put pressure on Ten Hag for fair? Does it put pressure on
I
big?
mean, they already did to him last season, and he did an absolutely amazing job with a dead squads. Which I know he had a few signings at the end of the summer, like which he want to, like players like Lisandro Martinez, Antonio, and stuff. But it wasn't a great summer for Man United. And then he come to this season, you thought, the club's going to support Tihan after last season, which they won a trophy. They was close to win another trophy, and overall, no one expected them to finish top four. They did really well, right? There was a time of the season we said this plenty of times. Man United can, still win another trophy. Man United may be up there to top three, top two, top three, which they finished third. But the start of the season, the squad he had, and the problems that Man United has been having in the last few years, that changing room was in a mess. This man, right? I wonder why he hasn't got here. He did an absolutely a brilliant job last season, and no one gonna tell me that I'm wrong. And with the summer that Man United had, which they went to shop in Aldi and Lidl, if Man United finish top four and maybe reach another cup final, is a miracle. And I think they should
Oh,
put a Terhan stat outside Old Trafford.
yeah. I mean, look. I mean, there's been reports. I mean, Hoyland was a good signing for United, personally. But Ten Hag did want Kane. He was the priority first target apparently. There wasn't the, and there were reports he wanted Declan Rice as well. Wanted to hide to Declan Rice too. But then again, who caused the problem to stop that? We all Glazers. They said to him no money. And look, owners at Glazers and FSG do not care. They do not care about the club. And so we'll go through more here because he's posted a lot of stuff here.
And look, let me just give you an example right now, and this is a good example as always with facts, right?
Yeah.
Look at the difference between clubs like Barca, right, and Madrid to other clubs, right? Man City, even Man United with the Glazers. I know they've been in there for a long time, but they want to sell. You will never see Barcelona selling the club fully sell, right? Clubs like Barca and Madrid, this is why these kind of clubs are different. These kind of clubs are run by people which look at Laporte, look at Florentino Perez, look at Laporte, how much he loves the club, how much he takes from his pockets, what he has done it. Look, with no money, we've managed to have probably one of the best winning transfer in the top 5 leagues this summer. We managed to get Gurrigan, Inigo Martinez. We managed to go Joan Felix and Joan Cancel basically for free. We spent 4 million in this summer transfer, and we got in top class players. I wouldn't say world class players, but top players. Yes, we did. Well, one world class player like Goodingham, but then Joan Cancelo, which had lots of clubs. Look at the difference between having a president, right, and having someone that owns the club like the Glazers. Look at it, because do you think that people from all these people with petrol money, do you think they would want to buy Barca Madrid any day of the week? They would go and buy Barca Madrid anytime, right? But Barca Madrid is different. Politic is different clubs than any other clubs. This is why it makes Barca a special club, not just because it's my club, and also makes Madrid as well the two biggest club, the two greatest club in the world. Yeah, a lot of people is going to say like, oh yeah, your club are broken, your club has so much debt and stuff. Look, I do not care what people say. This is what makes my club completely different than anyone else apart from Madrid.
And yeah, I have to agree. I mean, again, another tweet. Glazers will sell in 2025 a financial environment. This doesn't make sense because selling that. I mean, Glazers. Obviously, I'm not. Do you think the fans are to blame as well? Because I don't think the fans are to blame, but simply they are because I think because they keep on buying they keep on buying shirts and stuff like that from the United shops, and that's causing Glazers to earn more money. I think there's fans to blame in this scenario as well. Not all the blame, but some of the blame. Do you think the fans are to blame for it in this situation as well at the same time?
I've just said to you, I've just exactly just said to you a few minutes ago, the only ones that can stop is the fans, but they're not doing the right thing. All they're doing is going around Old Trafford, run games, with signs up, Glazers out, Glazers this, blah, 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 blah. The only way for this to stop is them stop buying season tickets, going to the stadium, and feeding the club with shit a lot of money, which the price is absolutely ridiculous. Just stop. Just stop buying shares. Just stop doing all that, and then this is going to happen. I know it's not easy, but together, I know you guys can do it. But look, what can I say? I think I've said everything already.
You said everything from a neutral perspective. Um, but just a general question: if this deal does go wrong, which United, do you think Qatar go for Liverpool? Because I personally do think they'll try and explore. I think they actually explored in January. Apparently, they did explore, but if you have to be stingy. Do you think Qatar go for Liverpool potentially if this deal does go wrong? Because I think they do. I think they explore deal.
Well, they could, but then FSG will do the same as the Glazers do, and they're just going to play with your lot because FSG will not sell Liverpool. Glazers will not sell Man United, and we've been saying this for a very long time. All Manchester United fans was excited through the summer, throwing beers in the air. The club's going to be sold. We're
Yeah.
going to have money. We're going to invest. We're going to sign Mbappe. We're going to sign Harry Kane. We're going to win the law and stuff. Look, they end up having a very poor summer transfer. They went to shop in Aldi and Lidl, as I've said many times, and they'd be very lucky to get to top 4 or top 5. With the squad they got right now, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the managers. Oh, Fitch said apparently United fans are planning big protest. They can
Yeah,
do all that.
what is he going to do? What is going to change? You tell me, what
And
is
I
he going
just
to
showed
change?
you guys the tweet, what logically you know, that United won't, that Glazers won't care if you whatever you do, they don't care. They do not care, and this is why FSG and Glazers are probably the worst owners in the league, I'd say, because if you anything like they can do it, they can protest, they can do what they want. They are not going to sell. As simple as unless a big offer comes in, that's probably the only way I sell. But look,
Even
man,
with a big offer, they already had a big offer. They had the offer on the table, which, a few months back, the whole internet was saying they was all celebrating. All Man United fans were celebrating that the Glazers finally sell the club. Let me say this again, and that's going to be the last bit I'm going to say. Tomorrow, all these Manchester United fans that will protest outside the stadium, the Glazers will be at home in 100 million sofa, in a 200 million 75-inch HD TV, with a bottle of wine of £1 million, with a takeaway pizza and coming all the way from Napoli, and enjoying and laughing at all these Man United fans that will waste time of their lives to go and protest outside the stadium. I'm not saying anything else. I've said everything for 17 minutes.
I mean, and I remember when FSG played with Liverpool Live, because they would actually put the club for sale back in, I would say, October time, like last season. They were like, because our fans were actually getting excited because FSG put up for sale. It was actually public. Everyone said it. Everyone said it. Like FSG was Liverpool sale. But then we heard FSG not going to sell Liverpool. So that's going to happen tomorrow. I think tomorrow we're going to see the news happen with FSG. Glazers will not sell United. I think we're going to see more news about that tomorrow. And I think United fans again will protest, will do whatever they want. They will not sell. And there's no point protesting. Like there's actually the only way they sell is if you don't buy anything of their merch, if you don't buy anything. But I don't see United fans doing that. It's going to be hard. I agree. I mean, it's hard not to buy your own shirt and stuff, but you're going to have to do it even for them to consider selling. That's the only way. Otherwise, yeah. But that's my end stream, guys. It's been an 18-minute stream. I think that's been a very good stream. Well, Farah did most of the talking because he was speaking about Glazers not going to sell, which, yeah, I agree. I don't think going to sell, but.
And you was meant to do all the talking, which, I hate talking these kind of things, which for me, this is not part of being a big football fan, loving the beautiful game. I do not like talking about these kind of things, but basically, I just want to talk facts as always, and just basically telling Manchester United fans what is going to happen, because whenever I say something, you lot will laugh at first, but I always laugh last, and which me laughing last longer than you laugh first. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, before the stream, big up feature, great work to the app. I mean, we were cooking today. Let's say it like that. Tomorrow we're busy. We'll be back with Liverpool Villa. The 3 games, firstly, the big 3 games of La Barca, Liverpool, and Arsenal games. So make sure you tune in for that. But you guys make sure you like. So we'll be back with more live streams, and peace.